right, so guys, welcome to Talk the Ting with Kim.
Yeah.
Big up Gordon Alex 768, Riyat Sia, I see you. Big up on yourself, thank you for joining. But yes, time for the discussion. Because the people that put on the live earlier tell me say we are look forward to the topic here.
And we'll see a couple of new names on the Instagram live. So go ahead and click that follow button. Yes.
And if it's your first time joining the live, let us know so we can give you a special welcome. Listen, on a giant on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Niceness.
Bare niceness. We're willing to go on already, and we still have one giveaway to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And also remember that once you are on the live, if you want to go ahead and comment and join the discussion, just ensure you're following us so that would activate the comments. Okay, that will give you the option to comment. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So today's topic is how to survive Christmas with the in-laws. Christmas is, of course, a time of festivities, gift giving, and most importantly, time celebrated with family and or loved ones. Mm-hmm. In most relationships, couples will start discussing how they're going to be spending the Christmas each year. Whether they'll be hosting the coveted Christmas dinner, because you know, saying everybody can host Christmas dinner. You know?
Not at all.
When you can host Christmas dinner, you know, say you're cooking and everything is shut.
When you're in a family and you know, say, listen to me, them say, where we going? And them say, auntie, no, we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not at top. I'm not reach Christmas dinner level yet.
Yeah.
Like, I know I can do my thing and yeah, I'm not gonna suffer. But I not put myself in a Christmas dinner settings yet. May I work on it though. Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, whether they'll be hosting the coveted Christmas dinner or whose parents they're having Christmas dinner with this year. This can be a difficult conversation within itself because naturally both persons will have a special bond with their own family.
Yeah.
This conversation becomes increasingly more difficult if the family doesn't get along with either of the partners in the relationship. Spending time with your in-laws may leave you feeling like you're walking on eggshells. So as such, we've created a list to help couples to navigate or just simply survive Christmas dinner with the in-laws. All right. So number 1, don't try to make everyone happy. I know it sounds vague, right? But basically, people-pleasing your way through the holidays will leave you feeling drained, anxious, and resentful, like you overthink the situation, you know? It is understandable to want to walk into holiday get-togethers on your best behavior, but you don't need to filter your actions to the point of putting everybody else's needs and wants before yours. When it comes to in-laws, it is vital that you focus on being yourself. Allow your partner's family to get to know the real you, and this is the first part of developing authentic relationships with them. So basically, don't pretend. If you know, say you're not a chefist, don't go into the kitchen and say, you know, what you want me to do, because that's not going to help you. If it is that you cook something and it flop for Christmas dinner or the other dinner them, you know what mess up on Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Right? If you know you're just not naturally a very helpful person, don't pretend to be like that on the day.
Don't be volunteering everything.
Volunteering for everything and you know you're really miserable to be doing this. You don't even want there, but you're just, don't do it. You're actually torturing yourself, and it's more obvious when you're really not doing it genuinely. People can see it.
And then when you're going to the whole people-pleasing thing, you know, they'll be like, everything them throw at you, you'll be like, yes. You want some of the roast beef? Yes. And you know, so you don't eat roast beef.
Eat roast beef. And you're there.
So when you start running down the bathroom now,
and not even that, you take it from the plate, and then it left, and you know whoever made the roast beef there, if them never did like it before, or if them did cool with it before, it just gone so because you never eat my roast beef.
Well, Kim, if you take a bite, I don't really agree with you. I would say don't force yourself. Just make it stay up on the plate. Nobody fret about orga sit and cuss and cry. Just say, listen me, this is not for you. Nobody go up, sit down, and then say a little later you're upset.
No, but that's different. If it is that you naturally don't like it, and then you say yes, that's different from,
man.
Okay, you eat beef, but this one does not work with you. That's different. So the people-pleasing thing, don't do it. If it's not naturally you, don't bother even pretend, all right?
That's a part of the people-pleasing, because them know say it not taste good and them a go up, sit down. That's, nobody try impress nobody, say
unless it's your spouse.
Yeah. Well, you have to go.
Unless it's your spouse.
Yeah, you guys are going to be together for a while, so to figure that out.
So if the rice and peas or the chicken. You as a spouse have to defend the thing. We just say.
If you're counting more peas and rice, girl, you know, figure that out in the relationship later.
I try saving up from a horrible Christmas night. So if it's your spouse, how when the thing not shot, you're gonna be the one cheerleader.
Oh,
you know, babe, this, you know, this is the best one you ever make. Right? You know, I can talk about it after the fact, but not in front of other people.
Yeah.
I'm out here saving relationships, all right?
We're superheroes.
We just don't wear capes. We wear antlers and Santa hats. All right. Pick your battles. Mm-hmm. The holidays really don't need to be about confronting and resolving family issues. Mm-hmm. If you foresee family drama occurring over the holidays at any of your get-togethers, sit down with your partner beforehand and create a game plan together. If necessary, come up with the exact things you will say to shut down any confrontation. Mm-hmm. It's simply not appropriate, and you are allowed to set boundaries. So, if you know, this is specifically for a scenario where you know your partner is not liked by your family. Right? I feel like when I have to sit down and say, all right, I know, say, babe, man, I like you, but that's where we're going to go. Because maybe last Christmas he spent it with her or his family. I know he's the other family now, you know?
Yeah.
So they need to have a conversation about what you're going to do. And then if you know there's like an uncomfortable situation that maybe mentioned, maybe you never did do something or you did do something wrong, and you know the family is going to mention it at someone when them see you.
Yeah.
You know they're going to mention it. Have a discussion. You can say things like, listen, we don't really want to discuss that tonight. Not comfortable discussing that right now. Mm-hmm. If you want to talk about it next week, or you know, or something.
Or, you know, we settled that discussion, so it's off the table.
Exactly.
You know?
And this is not the place for it.
Yeah.
And I mean, people have to respect that. You can't be airing dirty laundry at the people on Christmas dinner.
This is not what this meeting is for. We're here for Christmas dinner.
Enjoy food.
So let's focus on the food and the
food
drinks
is
and the family.
the main thing still. But, well, it really should be family. But I feel like the food is...
We'll keep an eye on Kim and the plates. Don't worry yourself. Keep saying the main thing we're here for is the food. She never business with family.
I'm turning from earlier. I'm turning me carry my own plate. All right, I'm not that bad, but I'm a foodie, all right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, guys, picking up battles is not everything that they probably point out or mention. Because we know people slick, you know. Yeah. Jamaicans like for this, indirectly, you know. Boy, for me, you know, me wouldn't do that, you know, you wouldn't catch me out of that, you know. Or certain people are, all who can do this are bad. Not pick up back everything where you hear. Don't follow it up, right?
And people be like also throwing word at you, so you have to look out as well.
It's probably gonna happen, especially those aunties. Yeah. Those aunties like to throw words.
They be like, listen, me, you can take another slice of the cake and me bake it, you know, and a Kim bake it.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Yeah, man, them slick, man. Yeah. Them slick. And it will, when them say something, it connect.
So you have a cool laugh.
But you have to ensure that you pick your battles. Yeah. Just know that that's probably going to happen. And as I said, set your boundaries. Let them know that, listen, that's not the forum. And chances are, actually, I think the person that is, whoever's family you go to, they probably will have to be the spokesperson. Yeah,
the mediator, the icebreaker and peacemaker.
You as a visitor can't come and say, listen, we're not discussing that. Yeah. It's not going to work. It's not going to help anything. So it has to be.
And you can say, Devon, talk to your mother for me.
Before me answer.
Don't let me answer this somebody there. No, it's not going to work.
Let's not do this, right?
Peaceful.
So whoever family house in a go, that person will have to be the more outspoken one for both of you if it is that issues are coming up, all right?
Yeah.
All right, so after picking your battles, I also recommend that you participate in family games or suggest a family game. This, to me, I think is the perfect way, right, to get everybody together. Right. This is a great way to keep everyone occupied with something other than you or your relationship. Games will even have strangers or enemies bonding and having fun without even realizing it. Mm-hmm. If you're like me, a good game of Ludo will do the trick.
Yeah.
It's usually filled with laughter, banter, and lasts for quite a while. So this is sure to make the Christmas dinner seem a little shorter and easier to endure.
And you can also allow them to blow off some steam while acting upon their, upset with you or being angry at you or whatever.
Yeah. Listen, all upset meant put on side. Yeah.
No, it can actually take place in the game. When you
And
realize
that
that
too.
everybody in the game will kill you off. But it might be a fun way to break the ice.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
rather
if you're
than
win.
physical encounter.
And actually, even the banter in that as well. Even if you don't vex with each other, and then just, sneak this, but guess everybody I get them word in. So, but it's fun.
Side, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I personally think it's the perfect way,
It's a good way
to get through it. So games, I personally love games. Like I feel like almost any get together we need for have Ludi, probably Domino, probably Uno, probably
Taboo,
something I forgot.
charade, something.
It's perfect, and the time just flies by. You don't even really realize. And so that will sort of eliminate persons having unnecessary discussion, probably a chat you or you even feel the need to answer anybody because everybody focus on the game.
And then persons might accidentally start liking you.
Accidentally.
Them never plan it,
yeah, listen, I've seen that happen.
Oy.
Like them will, let's say them not like a girlfriend or something, but then she come play domino and she play with the guy, especially with the guys, and I'm saying, yo, never know so she bad not the domino because women aren't expected to be really good in domino. So that already give her applause.
Yeah.
Somebody talk positive, or for the man, boy, whichever game it is that men aren't good at and can impress.
Just how he gets along with everybody, they're just forced to like.
Or even the banter.
Right, they're just forced to get along with
because
you.
they probably end up laughing. Because some people, you're vexed and you don't like them, but then the thing really funny and you can't hold it.
You bust a joke, I see them, yeah?
Them know what I'm laughing about.
But when one mash them up, man, I feel like go and just bust out, and then I realize, listen, I waste time. That person there is actually a good person. Make me just enjoy the vibe.
Exactly. Yeah. So it actually helps them to understand the real you, because I feel like the real you come out in those situations.
Of course.
Because you not overthink nothing.
Yeah,
you just play a game, Ludi, you send people to me yard and say, go on back, heavenless, manless, them something there. And it's just fun.
And then probably when you entered in the place, you're like, good evening.
And you're proper.
All proper. But the game usually breaks it down to regular talking and, that's 6 there.
Yeah. Table mash up.
Everybody gets to see a little different side of you.
So I actually think that's the perfect icebreaker and perfect way to survive a Christmas dinner. So after the food or whatever, and it does back-to-back game if you can.
Yeah.
After loaded done, right to our next one.
Drop.
This way, this way just eliminate any conversations. So if people want to vex, I'm going to vex after.
Any quiet time that gives people time to think about madness.
We're not signing up for that.
Yeah.
So, and if you're not used to adding games to the Christmas dinners, you don't need to start now.
Google them games easy for find.
Oh, no missing out. You see a charade? You see how the Jamaican charade? Listen to me. If you don't want a good time, add some games.
And if you're not sure what games to bring to your family get together, you can also book us. We're here for bookings. Contact us, Funtastic Friday, Funtastic 93 FM. We have trivia, games. We have rivals. We'll bring it to your home. We'll set it all up. Just contact us. Kimmie is here, Mr. Fresh Concepts.
And I'm a professional flag waver.
And professional MC as well. And
professional MC.
Yeah. So we do all these things. So if you have an event at the work in the office, and I say, listen, man,
we know.
If you don't know the office get together, them boring, call we.
I know, spice it up. We're ready. We're ever ready.
Make it fantastic.
Exactly. All right. So another tip is to set time limits on visits. So try not to stay longer than you absolutely have to. As them saying, not devil find work for either hands, Yeah, you don't really want to give no extra room for nothing.
And then sometime when the visit's short, it's sweet.
Exactly. So this can actually be tricky because you don't want to leave as soon as you're done eating. So I just eat and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, man, go away.
We're not doing that.
Eat and live.
So... it's not about doing that. So make sure I point that talk. I'm going to feel like that enough away what I probably going to do. Just eat through the
and
food.
That will give them more to talk about.
That not going to work in your favor.
You're still there with me, man. Go with Kerry. You're still there with her?
I know, I'm sure somebody out there named Nyamango Kerry.
Somebody named Nyamango with something. Can't people, Jamaican ramp remember you.
Win a ramp.
They will remember you.
Exactly. So it can be tricky because you don't want to leave as soon as you're done eating, but maybe have an agreement with your partner to stay no longer than maybe an hour after dinner to accommodate chit chat or games. You know? So set a time limit. If it is that that the dinner is usually 2 hours, probably stay 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then just survive the last hour. Try make sure you reach on time too.
Yeah.
If them don't like you, that is not going to help.
I tell you, and nobody reach too early too, cause trust me. That's our next thing.
No, because you have to endure that.
Of course, I'm more probably put yourself
to reach right on time, like exact. If they tell you 2 o'clock,
listen,
reach 2 o'clock.
Yeah, R5 too, but trust me, nobody come now 1 o'clock and the people just sit and watch her. We tell them 2 o'clock on the flyer, watch this and nothing one year.
Yeah. And if you're very familiar with Jamaican get together, 2 o'clock, them never set up yet.
Yeah.
Right?
So
no, go on.
budget the thing. Based on you know one of the person from the family already, you know you're a partner. So based on how them vibe go, usually the family no tree far. Because the apple no tree far fall from the tree. I'm going to say enough tree while ago. But anyway, you know what I mean. So people, just work with a partner. If you know, say your partner kind of, you know, on the late side, just help them up a little bit closer. But nobody too rush them. If you know them late, nobody turn your early self and reach them before morning.
And nobody load them up when them make you late, you know.
Yeah.
I guess feed them family.
All right.
Nobody now choose your side. So all if them make you late, make them acknowledge. Say them make you late. You not point it out.
Nobody jump in too strong. Just say,
Exactly, you know, giggle.
Yeah.
Don't laugh and don't shake your head. But you not point out to the people, them son or daughter, make you late because it's not going to help anything. All right. So also, or finally, you need to have an exit plan.
exit plan, Kim?
Have
This sound like a bank robbery.
Plan.
Is that with the organized crime? This?
You have a plan, because guess what? If you know you ever there somewhere and somebody talk to you and he's like, then keep on us, them both wrap it up.
Yeah.
And then
It
something
can't
else
wrap.
drop it. Them all walk with you to the car, you know.
Yeah.
Them reach, like you tell everybody you're left and they walk with you.
Them live at the place and you realize that you and them a drive go to the stoplight.
Exactly.
We're not supposed to go and pass a yard, sir.
Exactly. And you go and you sit down in the car and them stand up at the car door and them lean and continue the conversation. You need an exit plan because you have some people who will talk to you.
Of course.
And then every second they'll actually say,
Yeah.
you know, so I don't want to keep it too long.
Yeah.
And then them add on something else.
I know, so I don't want to keep it too long because I know say you and the traveling and the baby.
It ain't
the
no
baby
safe.
by the way.
Perfect. I've heard that exact statement.
Yeah, man.
And if you start asking, them still go to school?
Listen
Like,
me.
yes, they are going to school.
And you them looking in because you start ease up off of the break and make the car just roll and them a walk with
I
you.
don't start moving you. That is it. So you need to have an exit plan, right? When all else fails, especially if your partner comes from a high conflict family, have an exit plan. So yeah, man, the high conflict family, it exists, right? So it's great that you're trying to be there for your partner's family on special occasions.
Yeah.
But you also do not have to stick around to engage in unhealthy, abusive, or extreme situations where you just don't feel comfortable. Create a code word or phrase and agree to remove yourselves from any potentially scarring situations before they get too out of hand.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, there are many people who believe that dysfunctional and abusive family dynamics are just something that they have to endure, and that is actually not true. So guys, have an exit plan. If it is at 1 hour already, and you don't want to make it obvious, it's best to create a code word or say a statement or you know how that assignment or whatever it is that one can come up with. So you realize that everything so far is teamwork. You realize that is in the midst of everything. Because you don't have to be on the same team. Family, yes, is one thing. But if you believe in the biblical lessons, you need to cleave to your partner. Cleave to your woman, cleave to, So it has to be a team when you go to these events. And I decided to take from the perspective of when them not really like you, because that actually happens way more often than we think.
Yeah.
And it's actually nice if it is that you can befriend at least one family member. You see, if you have at least one person for your team, you're good enough. You're good. Because in instances where they're probably bashing you or talking about you, they may say something positive about you and it will just... They might argue among themselves, if it is that the person is really outspoken or something. So if you can find a family member that is outspoken and the family seem to get along with them, are the right person for cleave to, me I tell you. Because them person there, man, will talk good things about you. Man, you don't like her, me not understand you don't like her. Because so and so on, me not understand, he's a good youth. And they will fight battles for you, right? So the need for actually get close to the family. And I'm not saying to do it just for this, but actually try to get to know more people than just probably the parents probably just one sibling, get to know the family and let them know the real you.
Yeah, and as you said before the starting, I mean, don't force it.
That is what I think
don't
most people do.
Don't be too robotic, because that's what people don't like. When you just relax,
and you talk about a bag of things.
Right.
And trust me, if they don't like you, no matter what you do, they're going to dislike it. So whether you talk enough, them are going to talk about it. If you don't talk at all, look how them come here and say nothing.
Trust me.
Nah, no man. You say good evening, them never like, or you say the good evening. All kind of things. So I guess I'll just be you. You know, in a sense, to pretend.
And it's good to observe. Sometimes they sit back and observe. See how they rap with each other. You'll get an idea how to blend in. Yeah? But when you come now with your little question here about, oh yes, you graduated from Harvard. you went to high school. Challenge quiz.
Them right joke and carry come.
Hey, everybody. What do you call a chicken with no legs? If I'm a joke there, nobody come with a little write up thing. You'll read the room, know when to drop a joke. Somebody drop one, you say, hey, say, you ever hear that one? Yeah. Nobody just cut everybody and start like you're a superstar.
Yeah, that's
just
actually a good idea. Make somebody lead. Follow the lead of somebody else.
It's good to observe. Come remember, see you're the guest there,
Because but when we say observe, don't just strictly observe. Because nobody wants somebody in the corner just... That's not going to work.
All right, persons listening on the radio, they can't see him, but just imagine that that doll from Squid Game with the eye that does a patrol the place. Yeah, nobody do that.
Right.
Yeah, nobody do that.
And nothing me say though.
Nobody do that. All right, so be there, be present, be in the moment, but just see the vibe, how they get along, how they rap, how they, Yeah, and then you can just gently, gradually just blend in, because people don't really like somebody if you come take over the place, and then like somebody when you stay back and not participate. So yeah.
So when they're too quiet, man, I've heard those statements, want that either. So it's hard to find the middle ground.
Yeah.
But guys, as I said earlier, it takes teamwork.
Yeah.
It really have to be you and your partner and have a game plan and then just say, listen, I know say it's going to be a rough dinner for you.
Yeah.
And you try to appease it in any way. If it is that you realize that your partner not really being interactive as much, say stuff that includes them.
Yeah, or just ask if they're okay, because you want to make sure it's everybody all right.
Exactly. So you can say stuff that include them. You can, mention, so-and-so was doing this. Just get them involved somehow. Because, most times you have probably an introvert and an extrovert in a relationship. Yeah, you have to join the introvert out of them shell a little bit. Not out of them comfort zone, but just to have them involved in the conversations to an extent, so that way they're not seen as antisocial.
Yeah.
We don't want that. So guys, that is it.
I was going to ask, what do you do now if there's a fight at the get together? But hold on, man. If there's a fight at the get together, right, and your partner is involved, do you what? Do you part the fight, or do you take the side of your partner?
No. All right. So
let me get two options. You can't say no.
No, not on them. All right.
All right. No, go ahead with your explanation.
Let me tell you what I was going to say. What I was thinking when I said no. You can't disgrace or make your partner seem away or feel away in a situation.
True.
But at the same time, you don't want the fight for go on. So I would probably be the one to try to calm me down, talk and say, babe, this not necessary.
But diss me.
No, babe, no words. And you have to be careful with the words that you say.
Yeah.
Because you might go say, no words, or even no words. You can't see how that would go, right? Even no words. And worse if I like him brother or something. So the mother know in her feelings. Because you say our next son. No words. Listen, nobody can really tell you how to behave in that situation.
Yeah, it's very tricky. That's why I asked it.
But you have to always, as I said earlier, be a team.
Yeah.
That is it at the end of the day. You have to be a team. You can't sell out nobody. Even if you think the person was wrong, you don't call them out in public.
Yeah, right.
You probably part one away and say, babe, it's not necessary now.
Yeah.
Make way. Yeah, if it's a case where you feel like them I'll go do something, then suggest that you leave.
Yeah.
That actually is probably a perfect way to get out of the dinner.
Well,
so like, you know what?
That's your perfect cue to, make it a wrap.
So
all right, guys, so we're just going to head out.
Yeah, because you don't want to go on. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that can be the perfect way to get out. But,
see you guys next year.
Yeah. But not sell out your partner. Don't make them seem like they're over the top or anything. Have that conversation in private and support them up front. But when I say support, if they're wrong, just start to just stop them. Not just say you agree. But if you know they're right, You can probably say, you know, I get it, but
Yeah.
yeah, you know, middle ground type of thing.
Yeah.
But I said there's no cookie cutter, there's no blueprint
Yeah.
to deal with that. I personally, as I said, would duck. Yeah, man, under the table same time. Under the table.
Some people in them care already. Beep, beep. Gotta go.
Listen. But nah. So I'm hoping that this Christmas dinner with the in-laws will be good. You know, actually somebody asked me earlier, what about, is it okay if you go to separate families, like your own families? Do you think that's okay?
As depends on how far the couple is. If you're not fresh, yeah, you do your separating. As I say now, the aim is not to force things. If things are flowing, fine. But nobody tell your partner, say, hey, listen to me, you have to come on my family thing. Okay.
Exactly.
But my family is here.
And guys, if you're not really sure about the person, don't carry them go around the family. I believe, and this is a personal belief, if you're not official or I'm not really see nothing long term with you, you're not meeting my family.
Well, Kim, it's a very tricky thing, you know, because people, just like how you have some, you know, ladies that, you know, use the baby to get the man in a certain sense.
Which never works, by the way.
It's not a foolproof plan. But people do those things. Yeah, man, if they carry them around with parents or the family, and, you know, they're with me.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You don't want... If me and you just start date, the other day, chances are I'm not going to carry go to family dinner. Unless I already feel like, yo, this is it.
This
We're doing this. And my city, yeah. And I mean, I'm not talking about just the, you know, in the moment, new and yeah. But sometimes you feel like a deep connection. You're like, you know what? Yeah, this feels right. Then fine. The family will then hear about you. And then eventually might say, no, may I carry them? But if it is that I'm just dating you or we don't really know where this will go, I personally wouldn't carry you. I would prefer the family say, you can't carry somebody 1 year than, boy, somebody else this year.
That saying usually happen. The family, yo, you can't bring somebody.
I prefer that than somebody else every year. Then them start compare and them start saying, nobody like the last person better.
But it's tricky because you know, Christmas time and you know, we have a look at downtime. We watch a lot of movies. Because that's the basis of all basically.
Yeah, you
Christmas
can't carry
movie,
somebody this year.
And they meet somebody, they just bring them a Christmas dinner.
No, the movies now are telling you to hire somebody as a date.
Well,
and then you fall in love.
Yeah, that's the next option. If you can't find nobody to bring, just hire somebody. But guess what? You guys going to fall in love anyway.
That never happens.
All if you're your enemy, you bet them.
Yes, you bet them and you carry them go to dinner and then somewhere in, you know.
Yeah, love
strikes fire. Try them something here. Make try them something here and prove it if it work.
Kim, congrats on the wedding, guys. Trust me, when it work, what you gonna say?
Then we can big up Hallmark. We can big up all the movie them. But trust me, guys, it's a whole heap of dynamics to consider. You really can't get it all figured out, but I hope that the tips that we gave you was a little helpful. So just to reiterate, ensure that you don't try to make everyone happy. Pick your battles. Participate in family games, or you just suggest family games. Set time limits on visits. And finally, have an exit plan.
All right.
So those are the main tips for surviving a Christmas with the in-laws.
Monster in-laws.
Yeah, if you need to understand more, watch the movie there.
All right. So, well.
It was a Christmas thing, but monster in-law is real.
Yeah. So you guys, we'll be right back after these few matches. That was Talk the Ting
with Kim.